Ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sideline. Let's check out Indiana's starting line. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Haliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward. And for Golden State, in the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Draymond Green is out there with Butler. And it's Moody in at the 3 spot.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that defense.
One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
Now, Green, following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Haliburton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. Golden State basketball. It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Curry with the steal. And he converts the layup. Curry's got his second bucket.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Siakam outside. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And a wide open look for Haliburton. Kept alive. Takes the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Now, this is his game, right? Haliburton wants you to forget how deadly he is from three-point territory. Look out.
And Tyrese Haliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He is so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
And it's Haliburton missing. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pull up Shea. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Haliburton's got 5 now.
Well, because he's a 3-level scorer, anywhere he is on the floor, Haliburton capable of creating jumpers.
Shots good from Butler. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And he gets it to go.
Well, high percentage shots are always at a premium. Pascal Siakam gets a great look there.
Curry against Haliburton. Fires the 3. And it's Stephen Curry with a 3. 7 points in the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Curry, that's good.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Haliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. Here's Haliburton. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. And a wide open look for Siakam. No good with the triple.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Green, missing.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And once again off the mark by Indiana. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 4-point game. Took him no time at all on that one.
Now, Jimmy Butler is an unselfish teammate. This guy loves to get his teammates involved.
The Pacers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And, Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Different look here for the Warriors. Trayce Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Moses Moody. Gary Payton is checked in for Brandon Podziemski. And Hield subbed in for Curry. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Obi Toppin's checked in for Miles Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. Shepard's check. Checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And that one is good. Here's Hield. Here's Butler. And another basket for Golden State.
Boy, the footwork of Jimmy Butler, impressive. So good at finding room to get his shot off.
1:14 left in the first quarter. And Toppin throws it down.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Pacers trail by 4. .46 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Siakam. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Count the basket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
For Indiana, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. For 3, Siakam. Warriors with the rebound. Butler at the elbow. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight coverage.
No one near Shepard as he lets it go. A three-pointer is right on target. Now Jackson-Davis. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists in the game.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. They've got Halliburton. Walker out there with Toppin. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Mathurin with the ball. Nothing on the board. There's a screen by Toppin. Halliburton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot from McConnell. From outside off the mark. Warriors leading by 7. Here's Curry. The focus from Curry. Gets it to fall inside.
Curry is in his bag. This guy has such a versatile offensive arsenal.
Walker with the screen for Halliburton from downtown. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Well, certainly with one of the more unique shots in the NBA, Halliburton gets it done.
You know, Kevin, credit to Halliburton and the organizations he's played for, because a lot of them would have changed or tried to rebuild their shot. Halliburton and his organizations knew the shot worked, and he stuck with it. And now he's one of the best shooters at his position.
To the paint, there's Kuminga. Walker with some nice D.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And it's Mathurin missing. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Three-pointer, Hield trains the three-pointer. Hield's got 5.
Well, Hield always has the green light from behind the arc. This guy's so efficient.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. In the second quarter, held scoreless, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 11 points in the game.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Warriors making a change here. Santos is checked in. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Andrew Nembhard comes in for T.J. McConnell. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. From deep three-point land. Kuminga, no good. Pacers trail by 11. And it's Mathurin, top of the key. Here's Toppin. Mathurin finds Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Turner. Toppin passes to Turner. And again, it's the Pacers from deep. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Outside Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. The 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors leading by 11. Hield from outside. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. And Nembhard has it in the corner. From the high post, buries the jump shot. Nembhard's got his first basket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
It's Curry outside. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Siakam is checked in for Indiana. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. Indiana again missing.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. There's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
We'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
Draymond Green plays with power and with energy. Contact does not deter this man.
Pacers trail by 17. Here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And Indiana shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Siakam and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
That's why they call him Spicy P, cooking up a mid-range J. Go ahead, Pascal.
Green in the high post. He's against Turner. Shoots from the line, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Down low, here's Turner. The Warriors pull it in.
And he's going to have a hard time shaking off that miss. Everything was going right. The dunk was lined up beautifully, but not to be.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Rick Carlisle. Coach, what needs to happen on the defensive end to get back on track?
Well, a lot of things need to get better. Our level of force defensively is not there. We got to pick it up. We got to play with a lot more. Collective force.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
Pacers ball.
In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the 5. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Warriors leading by 14. And it's Green missing.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion. Boy, you can see how big this guy plays inside. Siakam, tremendous vertical.
Golden State's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. On the wing, Turner. Over Moody. And Turner the bucket on the assist by Halliburton. Turner's got 9 points.
Well, this is the versatility that Miles Turner brings to the table. A big man who can knock down shots from the mid-range.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
one thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
But Jemski's shot is good.
You know if you're open, Stephen Curry has that team-first mentality. He will find you.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Pacers trail by 16. And here is Siakam. He has 6. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Butler passes to Santos. Golden State moving it around. The 3 ball. And Stephen Curry gets the 3. Curry's got 21 in the game.
A three-point specialist can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
Turner looking around. Pass to Nesmith. To halt the run. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Curry. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
And Siakam has it in the corner. Here's Nembhard. No good on the triple. Warriors leading by 18. From the corner. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Golden State's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And Halliburton slams it in.
The frame of Halliburton makes you think he can't finish through contact, but folks, that's a wiry, strong frame right there.
Indiana shooting their first free throw of the game. Peyton, he's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Kuminga. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for the Pacers. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Curry. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got 30.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Warriors leading by 20. Butler finds Curry. Over Halliburton. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Butler. That's now 32 points for Stephen Curry. Here's Halliburton. He's got 19. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Changes here for the Pacers. Toppin, he's checked in for Miles Turner, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. To the middle. Here's McConnell. Curry with the rebound. Warriors leading by 22. Here's Hield. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. McConnell kicks to Toppin. Drills it from outside. Toppin's got 5 now.
The very definition of a stretch 4. Toppin is a knockdown shooter, so vital for the spacing to his basketball team.
McConnell against Curry. They double-team Curry. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players. Jump ball.
Here's Nembhard. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. On its way from Curry for 2. The Pacers pull it in.
and it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Curry's got 16 points here in the second half. Indiana's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And Nembhard has it in the corner. His three-pointer's off the mark. Now here's Hield. He gets that one.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Warriors on top, delivering the blowout. And we'll be back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Indiana shooting 43% for the game. And so in the game for the Pacers. They've got T.J. McConnell. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Walker. Then there's Tyrese Haliburton. And it's Toppin in at the center, locking down the middle.
Tyrese Haliburton has it cooking, guys. He's created good offensive momentum, and he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Here's Curry with the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Curry's got 37.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Mathurin against Kuminga. And then the Warriors now with another bucket.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Outside, Walker. Back to McConnell. Pass to Haliburton. To the inside. Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Well, the vertical of Obi Toppin on display rises up with ease.
They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Haliburton passes to Walker. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And Toppin throws it down.
A pretty pass from Tyrese Haliburton. You want this guy running the show.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for the Warriors. And Indiana with a change here, too. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for T.J. McConnell. Halliburton outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Halliburton's got 5 points now this quarter.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Walker's shot is off. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Got that bucket in no time at all.
The stop and the pop by Buddy Hield.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Mathurin, good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. The Warriors have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And Kuminga gets it to go.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, Mathurin. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Warriors have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. The Pacers shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Halliburton passes to Walker. Up top, Mathurin. From deep. A shot by Nembhard, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. Indiana making some changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Benedict Mathurin. The Pacers shooting 43% from the field. Inside, here's Turner, and Turner throws it down.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a galley win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, Just a monster game for Stephen Curry.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Nesmith. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Baseline J on the way. Healed with the bucket.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable. He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Here's Key. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're leading by 33. What's your take, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance.